everyone, I am the Dragon Skull, and welcome back to Coffee Talk 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Where we left off, we had Georgie come in, and he was getting a bit of skeptical about the case he's working on because ghosts are involved. Then two of his fellow officers came in, well, one officer and one detective came in, gave him some encouragement, and along with the special drink I made for him, he's toughened up and gone back on the case, and hopefully he'll solve it soon. And then Riona came in for a bit and told us about how she had to pick up Lucas after he was wandering around drunk at night in the rain, which is really nice of her to do that. And I'm very intrigued by this newspaper clipping, especially the alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? That is a cool image, and I can kind of see the aliens in that flying saucer. Apparently they've got one eye and they have tentacles. Maybe that's like their true forms. Either that or it's just a different species of alien, because I assume not every alien that's going to come to Earth in this game are going to be the same species. Now I think about it, I don't think Silver or Amanda have ever mentioned what the name of their species is. They just said they were aliens, but they never specified what species they're a part of. And at least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. And Dorfira Tech teams up with Golemex Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. That's pretty cool. Self-healing concrete. I feel like that would be a problem for like Mother Nature, though. Okay, Aqua's posted again. Go Aqua, I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. Normal schedule, and Lucas posted something. You want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses? Check out my good sponsor here. I've been working with them for eons, and I always love their stuff, but you'll all know that already. Those are cool sunglasses, I will give them that. Bailey's is back. Hey, why am I facing this way when I should be looking at Bailey's? I hope that's intentional and the game's not broken. Knock knock, anyone there? Okay, so that was part of the game. Mr. Bailey's, hi. I'm sorry I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright. But you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your and Miss your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup, or even a break. Phew. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I know what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Normally I would agree with but considering how long the last episode was, I don't want this one to be just as long. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus, butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great, with milk and honey, please. Okay. Okay, so blue pea, milk and honey, it says. I don't think we've used blue pea in a while. Dreamin' Blue. Oh yeah, I think I made this one before. That is what the walkthrough says, so... And I don't need to give him any items, so let's serve. Here you go, I hope you like it. Thanks, Dragon Skull. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't miss them most of the time. But in the end, they're just a random bunch of people, and we don't have very much in common. Also, hello there. Thanks for joining the stream, Mr. Phils. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Dragon Skull. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yeah, it is quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all of my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard to listen to all the shouting. Except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. So she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you, it feels a lot like a family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them. Until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's part of elven and disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time. when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. Ugh, to think I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Dragon Skull. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Oh, Silver! And Amanda! For some reason I thought Lua was going to show up. Right. What voice did I give them again? It's been a bit of a while since I recorded the last episode with them in it. Good evening. Hi, Dragon Skull. And hi. I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Silver. I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly? Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.13% probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda? We were. And we wished for you to and what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our mission. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Right, okay, so for Amanda, it says hibiscus and 2 milk. Let's see if that's correct. Hibiscus latte. Looks pretty plain. It kind of looks like a cup of soup. I don't remember if I've served that before. If it's appeared in the brew pad, then... Oh, that's tomodachi. Yeah, so I probably have made it before. Ah, now we've unlocked Bailey's profile fully. Birthday is 10th of August, freelance designer, #1 pumpkin spice fan. I think I remember reading that. Self-summary, freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school and graduate will draw and design for food and shelter. Favourite things, punk, Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. Well, what I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one colour at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Wait, he said he put wee lad. Does that mean he's Irish? Should I have given him an Irish accent this whole time? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not good at accents. The top of the morning, yeah, laddies. See, that's my attempt at an Irish accent, and I suck already. Now, I'll just stick with the voice I've been giving him up to this point. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. Just dip her finger in it. It does. It has at least 56.941% different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846th new experience since arriving on Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. Oh? What about this one? This one is the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place, and we will miss it. That's... don't mind me, getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? Ah, that one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Louis mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Dragon Skull. My help? Yes, that card that you got off that agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix, if we may say so. It is roughly 60.923% in syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption. I don't think I said that word right. Expressing the syntax as... the point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us, save beyond recognition. And some totally legitimate orders came in. To send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Whoop! Whoop! That sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. It was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Dragon Skull. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that, and very relieved. Okay, so giving them that card definitely helped get the agent off their tail, so that now they can probably gather their bearings and return to whatever planet they came from. Yes, we have thought on it for a while now, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten a hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow, that's how you know it's serious research. If I don't even understand the title. Amanda always has the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting for a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does, and it does not. And in fact, we hope that it is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. And we do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, that's what Amanda said is part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I really was bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue in any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but... Dragon Skull, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wait, is he inviting me to their wedding? That is amazing. That is a great honor. Wow, though that's some answers indeed. Yeah, taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we get them at birth or chose them ourselves. I am very touched, Mr. Baileys. Ah, come on, Dragon Skull. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Ooh, special invitation card for a certain couple. Nice. So next time Hyde comes in, I have to give him that invitation. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honour. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? This is nice, I like this. I like that he's calling everyone who comes into my cafe like a family. This is really wholesome.
Party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99,999% pleasant.
What's the other 1% then? Oh.
And 0.1% disappointing that we have to refuse.
Oh. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, ladies. Sadly, we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda?
Not yet. We are going on an adventure.
That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists.
Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission or a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling, which is in essence circular reasoning.
It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know?
Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99,999% excited to try it out.
And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Dragon Skull, that I always have a place to return to when I'll feel home. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. This has been a very emotional episode so far. It's very heartwarming. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like it to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? Ah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Right then, let's have a look. Okay, so chocolate, honey and ginger. Let's see what comes up. Wait, what? It doesn't have a name, it's just numbers. It's 299.792.458. What? What kind of name is that for a drink? The design is cool though. I like how it looks like a background of like a landscape and there's a little like rockets. That's pretty cool. Very weird. I don't like. No, it's too weird. Why not just? Oh, well, I think I get it. The numbers is meant to be like the speed of light. Like exactly. Fast to make, fast to drink, and the best start to light year guided adventures. Okay, so all those numbers are basically the speed of light. Why not just call it light speed eat hot chocolate then? That would be a better name for it. I'm just going to call it light speed chocolate. Hot. Here's a light speed chocolate for a light speed traveller.
Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous.
Evocative?
Yes. Is the speed of light not evocative of great adventures?
The speed of light? Oh wow. Way to target your audience, Dragon Skull. Thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? So I was right, those numbers is the exact like speed of light. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda.
How does a taste remind you of us?
I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well. That's about right.
We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased.
I like every time my helmet glows pink. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, Dragon Skull. Whoa. Why did the screen just shake all of a sudden? That surprised me. Well, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much. Ah, you're right. I'm just so excited, I can barely sit still. I can imagine. A first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual. But this particular thing is very commonplace.
Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right. We agree with her movie analysis 99,999%.
Wow, hold on. Amanda, you've met Pearl and you talked about movies? And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. Ah, you're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I have always felt safe here with all the regulars. is. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Well, I will say that if she heard your story, and that had changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become, and I want the people I love to be proud of me too.
What is proud?
Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way that they're acting, and it just fills you with joy.
Ah, we see. That we are definitely proud of you.
You two are a really sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's. Heh, true. Chosen families can also rock.
Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 999,999% similar in the end.
So it is. Well, we should probably get going.
Yes, we must go pack.
First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. While she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on.
Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled.
Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy the trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about her when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night, you two then.
Hasta la vista, strangers.
Huh? Or questions? Ah, bye to you too. Actually, that was Terminator 2. Hasta la vista, baby. I can't even remember the last time I've ever watched Terminator. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Dragon Skull. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding, so this is perfect. It's settled then. Lou is going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Dragon Skull. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. That was really nice. I enjoyed that a lot. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. And that is the end of day 11, I believe. Yeah, day 11. Cinnamon latte. Cinnamon infused cafe latte that uplifts you with its warmly spiced aroma. That was good. I really enjoyed that episode. It was really nice, and I can't believe Bailey's just invited me to his and Lua's wedding. And on top of that, we're gonna be hosting an after-wedding party in my cafe. That is really something. And we're probably gonna be seeing that at the end of the game, I'm guessing, once I've completed all the days. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. And, I'm guessing that's going to be the last time we're ever going to see Silver and Amanda, since they're going to be leaving Seattle and travelling across country now. Good for them, though, and I'm glad they're off doing their own thing. I'm gonna miss them, but I'm glad things are going well, and glad that Silver is bringing them his date with him. He's come a long way since he was that astronaut that showed up randomly in the shop in the first game. Hopefully Amanda will take on a human form of her own as well. I'm very curious to see what it would look like. I might probably record another episode later today as well, once I get myself a drink and give my throat a rest. Because I really want to continue, at least for one more episode for today. I wasn't able to record any yesterday because the PlayStation Network was going through maintenance, so I'm making up for it now. We'll just have to see, but for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you all next time. Peace.